apologize if it's not. We're trying something a little different today. We did want to fill people in about like what's going on with the general channel. I've got a new co-host tonight. We're trying something new. I fired John. John's fired.
R.I.P.
Rip, big fucking oof. I've hired your
Hired?
well, yeah, well, I don't pay, well, like sort of, well, anyway, so the yeah, so I've hired a feminist communist.
Wow.
That both of those things are true, and a minority all in one, and
Yeah.
a woman, which isn't a minority, but it's
Wow.
well, no, you make up 51% of the population.
Very true.
So that by definition makes you not a minority as well. We will be integrating Discord here later in the show, so like taking calls.
Ooh, love that.
Nobody actually is gonna do that though, because nobody's like probably on. You know what? This one guy will at least call in on Discord because I know that he's in the Discord group. So
Yeah.
so we're literally just gonna play video game music tonight. We'll pop in every couple of minutes and say a thing.
A thing.
But yeah, but I just kind of like wanted to try. A month ago, I wanted to do one of these as like a fake out. This is definitely not a fake out episode, but because we've had a couple of that. We had what the hell was the name of the episode that we did? You were here for the live stream with the Skyrim.
Oh yeah, atheist.
Oh yeah, atheist rationale smokes mids. Yeah. And then Zionist. Oh, yesterday I did Zionist conspiracy with Matt Powell, and it turns out that Matt Powell really does Google his own name over and over again. Because immediately after I posted that, he was in the chat, and atheist rationale was hanging out, so that was neat. I was almost considering naming this episode like fucking I don't know, like Nakasuchi's like a $2 Indian or something, just to see if he would. Yeah, I know, because I know that J-Dubs did the John Smith thing, and he bit that, and then it looks like John kind of bit off on. Anyway, I'm not keeping up with that anymore. So I have she's Mexican.
Yep.
And
Italian. And you make fun of me for it.
No,
constantly.
I do not. I do. Well, the thing is that you can't see her on camera because we're trying to protect people's identity. But she is not brown. She's very white.
And I have freckles.
Right, but all of her siblings are clearly not white. So it's kind of funny. But we've already lost live viewers. Will Kincaid's a fucking racist, right? I hired a nice, lovely young woman to co-host instead of J-Dubs, and they're not satisfied with that, so that's fine. So if you don't like video game music, then don't fucking watch this, I guess. But I did want to like throughout the night clue people into what happened. So and protect my. Okay, I won't tell anybody that you're a Mexican either. This one guy is actually, like, legitimately Hispanic, too.
Really?
Yeah, he's a brown boy, though, so you can tell. So, is that racist? Can I say this one guy, you'll have to clue me in. So, we'll probably be taking requests throughout the night. I have my own little, like, playlist sort of queued up. But, do you want to just tell the audience a little bit about your, like your general politics would probably be a good start.
My general politics, like...
Well, yeah, because you're a commie. You want to explain that generally? Or do you not actually have a political opinion? Is that because your dad's a communist?
Yes.
You're right. So where that comes from?
I don't know. Yeah, basically, him and I just really... I'm very into, like, social politics, if that makes sense.
Social politics?
Social
what the fuck?
Politics. Like, fucking... Like, yeah, like, LGBT rights, fuck yeah, like, shit like that.
Okay, that has very little to do, like, you know that communism is, like,
Yes.
economic policy?
Yes.
Right. Sorry about the music in your ear. Nobody else can hear that, so that's good.
Ooh, love that.
Is it good? Is the next track alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, because I'm sort of getting into the DJ thing, because I think I might want to do that a little bit on the side. Oh. Yeah, I'm like I get very gay around Shiva, so like we're kind of like gay friend, like I'm her gay best friend or whatever.
Even though you're
right.
not gay.
No, I am gay though, a little bit.
A little bit.
Like 50% homosexual.
And so am I, and that's fine.
Right, exactly. So it's just two gay people being. Well, you're less. You see, when a man is gay, he's very feminine, but when a woman is gay, then they're masculine. Then I would see you going to Home Depot anytime soon, or where.
I went in.
Do you own Doc Martens?
I do, actually.
Do you hang out at Home Depot because you're Mexican or because you're gay? That's the real
Both.
question. But mahogany instead of brown. Okay, so he's mahogany.
Mahogany.
Okay, you prefer teakwood? Teakwood mahogany? No. All right, so we're just gonna jump right into the next song. That song, by the way, was and you can't get the artist name because it's an artist union, but it's trap video game music. So immediately whatever. That was was that Sprout Tower or Burn Tower? Well, fuck it. I'm sorry. I'll be more consistent with the rest of the tracks, but we're jumping right into the Donkey Kong Country theme song. Is DJAG remix, and he's got his own channel. So go over to DJAG. That's the letter D, the letter J, and the letter A, and the letter G. Space between the J and the A. So this is already fucking cringy.
Yep.
All right, we're just gonna move into it then. Have a good.
Hey.
Hope you enjoy the
Have
next
a beautiful
track.
time.
Bye. Have a beautiful. And we're back.
Yeah.
I hope everybody enjoyed that. That was, of course, the Donkey Kong theme song from Donkey Kong Country. Little known fact, okay? The original Donkey Kong from the cartridge is fuck me. The original Donkey Kong, the character from the original NES cartridge or the Famicom system, depending on what country you were in when it came out. That Donkey Kong is actually dead.
Ooh, love that.
Right. And Donkey Kong Jr. is actually Cranky Kong in Donkey Kong Country. See, Donkey Kong Jr. gets the nickname Cranky Kong. Sometimes, and as it turns out, Donkey Kong is not actually the name.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong is the title. Kong is the name of the family, which acts as a first and a last name, and then there's the qualifier. Because in Donkey Kong Country, like, Manky Kong is one of the Kongs that is a villain, and he throws the metal barrels in the factory part on the top of Donkey Kong's forehead on the island. And Lanky Kong is actually a Manky Kong that got a new name because he's a good guy. That's why Manky Kong and Lanky Kong look the same. Yeah. So it's actually kind of a title, too. Oh. So, like, Trixie, Dixie, Diddy, and you don't even have to be the same species. Kong is the name of the family, and you can actually be, like, adopted into the family.
Oh, that's cute.
So, little bit of Donkey Kong facts that nobody gives a flying fuck about. Do you play video games at all?
Yeah, I do.
You do? You play what do you play?
Dark Souls.
Are you fucking kidding? Have you played any Nintendo?
Yeah, for sure. I have a Switch.
I'm a Nintendo. Well, I don't care what your sexual preference is, but I'm asking if you play. Wow. I know. I went there. So I'm just like, what's your favorite Nintendo game or character? You like Earthbound? You like Fire Emblem? What's the deal?
I don't really have like a favorite character, but I always grew up playing like I'm fucking young, so
I know my co-host is 18 years old, so there's 8 years removed. This one guy says, "Thank you for the Donkey Kong information. You've changed my life."
Yes.
At any rate, so what's your favorite?
So fucking Mario Kart. I was a master, and still am a master.
Right. See, because I grew up on the Mario Kart of the NES.
Yeah.
So, like...
I grew up on, like, like
Vanilla
the DS.
Plains, Koopa Beach, with the fucking balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah. The battle. Do they still have battle in the...
Yep.
They do?
They
okay.
do.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played, because... Actually, funny story, the reason that I haven't really played in a while is because I bought Mario Kart 8. I bought a whole bunch of games for a Christmas party that we have every year at the house. And an update for Mario Kart 8 fried my Wii U permanently. It's fucking destroyed. It's unusable. I still, to this day. Yeah. I called the bastards at Nintendo, and they basically told me that I should take my dick and I should shove it right up my own ass because they're not doing anything for me. So,
love that.
Loving that.
Loving that.
But yeah, so I haven't played. I've been salty on Mario Kart for a while because it destroyed an entire $300 system. And actually, we're actually using the microphone from the Wii U that fried because that's all it's good for now at this point. And I paid $300 for that fucking Wii U, so I'm gonna get some mileage out of it. I have a Switch now. I have one game.
One game?
Yeah, I've got Let's Go Eevee, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
So
not even a good game. I don't have Smash Brothers Ultimate yet. Or anything.
Well I do. So let me fucking bring it over next time.
Right, but how do I?
You just
do it. I've not used the fucking console really that much because
I can show you.
I love Nintendo too. I just hate their shitty hardware. Yeah. But anyway.
I mostly grew up on, the PS2. Started playing that shit when I was 4 years old.
I was conceived and born during the very same save file of Donkey Kong Country.
Ooh, love that.
And I know this because my parents are gross. So, that being said, so you were getting into your... We're talking about you were getting into your politics, so you've just adopted communism?
Yeah, basically.
You don't want to elaborate? I'm stalling for time because I'm trying to get into the next
Yeah. Oh, my dad, he's always been not always a communist, but he always kind of leans that way.
Right. So it's socialisty, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that... So, I mean, it could be worse, I guess. So is it more of an economic policy, or is he social justice?
More economic type shit. My dad, he's still accepting of LGBT.
Why when we talk about communism and socialism, does it go to that?
I'm sorry!
Fundamentally, you would think that it's...
I said...
Well, you're not the only person who says that,
That's
though.
True.
It's always social. And then instead of, ism, it's justice. Right. So it's whatever. We actually started hanging fucking this
Are
one
we
guy.
are we gonna explain it like how we met?
How we started hanging out? Yeah.
Yeah.
How we met sounds. Oh.
Oh.
No, we actually. I guess met is the word. We actually met at the Women's March.
Yeah.
And
Basically a pro-choice rally.
right, it was pro-choice, and I have a friend that I stole from somebody else, basically off the internet, and she started hanging out with us. We brought her a kid, a nice kid, very autistic though.
He's cute.
Yeah, he was quiet. He was very well
He was
behaved.
so good the whole time.
I know. For somebody who gets sensory overload, he like does his thing and he
Yeah.
covers his ears and he survives. He got chocolate all over his face. That was cute.
Yeah.
But Liz just approaches and like, hey, how are you? You're so beautiful. And you were like, ew.
Yeah. It's like, ooh.
And anyway, we formed the Cult of Sunshine and Rainbows.
Yeah.
And
Squad fam.
It adapted into Squad Fam, and now it's a whole thing. So.
And now we have jackets.
Right, we have jackets and we recruit like the clan. So anyway, the next song we're moving into. This is something that I actually listened to on a real playlist. It's by Zed. It's the Legend of Zelda original mix. It's HD. So Zed.
Oh.
That's ZEDD. Check him out on YouTube. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes. We may play a second track. If we do, we'll come back and announce that. we are back. That song does go a little bit long. That's Poke-Lie. That's the red, blue, yellow ending, and it's mixed with Fire Red and Leaf Green. That is not what I thought it was. But all the same, it's pretty okay. It's a pretty okay remix. So, everybody's wondering why I left for like a month. I had marital problems. Anyway, so are you seeing the new Star Wars movie that's coming out in what, December?
Yes.
Right. So how do you feel about that? How did you feel? Okay, let's bring it back because you're 18 years old, and I'm 26. So let's be honest. Neither of us went to see any of the original trilogy. We're not even gonna pretend.
Yeah.
But I was introduced to it before the prequels.
Yeah.
So those are the how were you introduced to Star Wars? Because I know that you do like Star Wars and the.
My dad and my brother are fucking nerds. So,
your older brother or younger brother?
Older.
Older. How old is he?
20.
20. Okay, so I still got him beat by 6 years.
Yep.
So all right. So he didn't. He definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he grew up like when we were little. We would like play with toys and stuff. He always had the fucking Star Wars toys, and I was like, "What's this from?" And then they showed me the whole fucking series, what was out then, and I was like, "Fuck yes."
At that point, was that the prequels though?
I think so.
I forget what year the first prequel came out. The Phantom Menace. I feel like that was 2001.
So the year I was born.
Oh, okay. So then,
but
I
it was
forget.
a while.
Right. So then you don't remember what order?
We went in order.
In order. So prequels in order, like chronologically?
Yeah, chronologically.
No, not release date.
No.
Okay, see, I went release date.
Oh, see, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
And then whenever
because I saw it in theater.
Yeah.
With my aunt and my father.
Whenever I rewatch it, then I'm just like chronological order.
Right. So So do you have any animosity towards the Star Trek community? Like, are you like a big no? So are you Star Wars over Star Trek or vice versa?
For me personally, yes, but.
What about TNG? The Next Generation.
Never watched it.
You never seen Star Trek: The Next Generation? That's got to be a fucking thing. I will show you The Next Generation.
I've obviously seen parts and whatnot.
Right. How do you get around? The line must be drawn here.
Wow. My older brother used to play fucking this Star Trek game for the PS2. And like most of the things I've been introduced to is through video games.
Right. I mean, yeah. Oh fuck. I don't know what. Donkey Kong Country, I think, was the first video game that I ever played.
Mm-hmm. Mine was Blood Rain.
Okay, that's kind of heavy, but all right.
Yep.
It might be. I dated a girl once whose first game was what's the one with the clown in the ice cream truck? Where you run people over in the ice cream truck. I can't. Like, it's not Maximum Car. If somebody in the chat knows what the fuck I'm talking about. But,
I don't know. Yeah. The only game I ever played like that was that fucking Simpsons Road Rage type shit.
Right. I don't know. I've always liked Nintendo stuff. I didn't get an Xbox until I was way late in the game, and at that point, it was the Xbox was the 360 was out. We'll be honest. So I didn't get Combat Evolved, like Halo Combat Evolved, until it was way too late. And then, my buddy introduced me to like, hey, this is a thing. And then one I can't remember if it was a birthday or no, it must have been Christmas. Of like, I guess Ray was my girlfriend at the time.
Oh.
So that would have been like freshman year.
Yeah.
Graduated in 2012. So that must be 2009? Is that right?
Around there, yeah.
Yeah, so it must have been Christmas of 2009. I got Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, which is the prequel to Skyrim, the game that you played for the very first time yesterday, or the day before, rather.
The day before yesterday, yeah.
Right. So, that was when I started to get into, like, other stuff. It was, like, 2009, so way fucking late. I mean, I'd had a 360, and I played some of the but it was mostly for my brother. We like Darksiders, you know, the game about the fucking apocalypse and the four horsemen come and they gotta save the world because somebody fucked up and broke a seal. But you know, like a broken condom, you know, you can't put the genie back in the bottle, and that's the whole. Well, no, that's literally the moral of the story is that, you know. But yeah.
Yeah, like I got into like Xbox and shit around that time too, but that's because I was fucking 8. I was 8 years old.
So I was fucking an adult,
You
basically, or no, I was 16. I have 8 years on you.
Yes.
So that means you were fucking 16 years. Oh, that's cute. But so I think this is the remix that I want to play. This is Binary Suns or Binary Stars from. You'll recognize it. It's from Star Wars. So we're deviating a little bit from the formula of video game music right now, but I did want to play it because it's a very good. I don't know if it's a trap remix specifically because it's so old. 7 years ago.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so it's kind of retro, but not really. It would have been called dubstep, but I think it probably falls into the trap category at this point. So this is Star Wars Binary Suns, Coyote Kisses remix. I hope you enjoy the track. We're back. Live from the fucking Spurg Squad studio. I've been told that I'm stuck in 2016 because I still use words like Spurg. So, I have Asperger's. Well, I did a minute ago. I had Asperger's, and now it's been changed to now you're on the spectrum. You're mildly autistic. You're high functioning. You know.
Yeah.
So now that's what it was. You know, a decade ago it was fucking. Oh, you have. You know, ADD or ADHD minus hyperactivity, and then it was ADHD, and before that it probably would have been your child has the melancholy or something like that, like Victorian. So, you know, the medical diagnosis will continue to change for the rest of my life, so I just use funny words because they sound neat. Yeah, like most of my friends are just genuinely autistic, like they're, you know, verified, they got documents. Yeah. You know, like Alex Jones. Like I have the documents. I put chemicals in the water and brain damage you and your family, and get the drug right. It also makes the prize game. Right, that's the one that you know because you're a fucking peasant, right? Okay, so yeah. What very intelligent thing were you about to say?
Oh no.
Oh.
Like I've always like been surrounded by people on the spectrum.
Right.
Like my friends in middle school, like most of them were on the spectrum. And I'm just like, you know what? This is my people.
Right. I think that we're all on the spectrum. Yeah. You know, there's an internet service provider. I know you do, but for the audience who doesn't live at my residence, there's an internet service provider called Spectrum. And it makes me fucking laugh every time I hear a commercial. Because they are the shittiest ISP on the planet.
Yep.
They used to be Time Warner.
Yeah. Time Warner Cable.
Right, owned by the Warner Corporation, you know, Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
And they were terrible. And now they're even worse because you can't get somebody to come out here to fix your goddamn box. Mm-hmm. So nobody pays for cable out here. They just have the internet, and then they just do other shit.
And then we all get, like, fucking Netflix or Hulu.
Right, or Amazon Prime, or all three.
Yeah, that's what I fucking do.
And Cinemax.
Yep.
In a bundle. On sale.
Perfect.
At the Circle K.
Yep.
Which we have now. We got a Circle K. Isn't that exotic? We're just like the rest of Battle Creek. Fucking hell. Because, did you see that? With, Airsoft Fatty on iDubbbz. I just got around to watching that. I haven't seen.
I haven't been watching iDubbbz for a while. I got into it, especially when the whole Tana thing was going on.
Oh right, Tana Mongoose.
Tana Mongoose.
Mongoose. That's plural.
Yep.
Mongoose.
Yep.
Mongoose.
What do you think about the whole her and Jake Paul getting married thing?
They're fucking what?
They're in a relationship and they got married.
They got married?
They got married. I'm pretty sure it's just for fucking clout, but still.
I'm very happy for both of them and whatever abomination they spawned. You know, Baruch Hashem, God bless those people.
Loving that.
Those little webbed fingers and you know, they're very fast.
Yep.
Yep. You won't have to drug test them. They just. You know, if you can have robotic legs and be in the Olympics, why can't you have somebody with webbed fingers and toes swim the 100-meter? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Loving that.
Loving that. That's
I haven't even bothered to queue up a new song. I'm not sure that we're actually going to. We might actually move directly into call-ins. So if you're interested in that, I don't know how this is going to work precisely because we're using this microphone, so I'm not sure if it's going to allow us to drop into Discord with this, but we have another device that we can drop in with and record audio. So we're going to take call-ins here in a minute. Yeah. Was there anything you wanted to say while I'm getting this set up?
That I wanted to say?
Yeah, you're a strong, independent woman who don't need no man.
Am I?
Right? Well, you're a woman.
Am woman. Am lady.
Me, be woman. Fucking green text kills me. I swear to God. Fucking Reddit. What the fuck? Fuck you, Discord. Alright. We're gonna go in under my alt account, so don't look for my name. I keep an alt account for when I need to do something like this. So that's neat.
That's porn.
So nothing? You're just gonna sit there and,
I don't know.
and just continue to let me have dead air? That's good.
Ooh, love that.
And fucking, that's sex.
That's porn.
Alright.
Wow,
cute!
Yep. Am the cutest.
No, oh wow, everyone just saw all that. Okay, well, whatever.
Saw all what?
Me dragging the fucking... Alright, so you're gonna continue to say nothing?
I don't know.
Well, we're doing the call-in portion. You can't just fucking... So, I don't think that I can get into my own office under this account. So I guess just lobby. It'll be Archer. So,
you know,
if you're interested in calling in, go into the Discord now. If you don't have a Discord link, then fuck you. The show is better when it's quiet. Fuck you. You misspelled you misspelled quiet. That's quite, you dumb prick.
You know what I just found? That's great.
What? Oh, the brush. The horse brush.
The horse brush that I was wheezing at when you first
my
fucking
hair
used
is different. My hair is special.
Is it?
I have special hair.
Do you?
Yeah, I guess we're just gonna banter until somebody goes into the Discord. So that's good.
Loving that.
I'll just add everyone Discord live call in. There we go. There you go. What? Oh, send now. See, because I have so many people in my Discord that it won't let me do that without an authentication. So.
Well, that.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that wonderful? Do you want to just fucking play another track for a minute while we figure this shit out?
Sure.
Alright, we're gonna fucking put on some tunes. I actually have to find something really quick. This isn't video game related, but it's a good song that I like. It's skibbity bop bop. I'm going to go have an allergy attack. I'll be right back.
Trembling streetlights, the pelting rain that falls with the crash warmth excites an emotional telepath in the night. The lost to finally make contact. My heart learned of the human concept known as love. Tap 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 tight the rope, a uniform of stitch creation. It provokes a discommunication glint of hope. No, actually just a flashing of red. Something's coming. I've got this endless sense of dread. Alien, I am your alien. I come in peace, but lead your defenses hard to strain. Within the melting gravity of the Milky Way, deeply I can sense those feelings bleeding. Alien, I am your alien. Your heartstrings pulled and deathly low like caught a shooting star. You're having an experience, so your heart can blast up to another planet, thumping, pumping, loving.
Race of dense radiance, on and off, so simultaneous. UFO, you don't know quite the other way to each so. Intersect at point X, colorful walls and signals connect. Falsely made okay, disorder, side and drive concur.
Syndrome in solitude, each night behind bars, all alone. A daydream turned into a grimoire mystery drone. A bright light shone upon the radar. Do you truly want me to tell you everything? Alien, yes, I'm an alien. I come in peace, but lead your defenseless heart astray. Staring into a pair of eyes, girl, that he escaped. Today you see what I am really. Alien, that's right, you're alien. Keep touching that wound and it's soon to turn into a scar. 'Cause every meteor that hits the earth leaves a mark.
until I have to sneeze.
Wow.
God damn it. So yeah, so about me and J-Dubs, alright? So basically I kinda like wanted to do something totally different than he wants to talk about the Jew shit all the time. I'm not about that life, to be honest with you. I appreciate, you know,
Yidness.
well, yidness. Well, here's the other thing is that I think that he's selling a version of Judaism that doesn't exist in the physical world. Because there's a lot of people like Orphans of Abraham and stuff like that say, Judaism says this and says that, and it doesn't say this other stuff. And then, like, when I talk to, like, you know, the big mockers in town, you know, all the big Jews, they're like, no, we don't like gay people. And I was like, but the internet said,
Yeah.
and then I realized I fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to continue believing my non-existent version of Judaism, and I'm probably just going to do my own thing inside with the lights off. Maybe some candles every once in a while. Maybe 9 how many on the menorah? How many? There's 1 to light them and 8 to bind them or whatever.
No, I thought
It's
it was
Lord of the
8,
Rings
like,
style.
No, wasn't it? Okay.
How many rings?
I don't know how many fucking rings.
Well,
but
how many
I know.
licks does it take? That's the more important.
Wasn't it like 1,000 and...
Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody actually did that.
Somebody actually did that.
But not if you suck it. You're not immediately. So what were you saying? You were saying something. I'm sure it was
No,
riveting.
no, like I know fucking on the menorah. Isn't it supposed to be like 1 to light, and
Yeah,
then
1 to-
7 for like
No, it's
a
8.
week? I thought it was 7.
No, it's 8.
I thought it was
Yeah,
7.
Adam Sandler. 8 crazy nights.
Oh, okay.
It's 8 nights. 8 nights. 7 days, 8 nights.
Okay, well 7 days.
8 nights.
I know, but like.
But you light a candle at night because it's dark. Do you not understand how this works?
Nope.
Jesus fucking.
I don't know if like
It's not.
even when I was religious, I wasn't fucking Jewish, so don't at me.
When were you religious?
I was like my grandma, being the Mexican she is,
Alright.
forced me to go to church like from when I was like
Like Roman Catholic or what?
9. No.
Universalist.
Christian. Like it was. They never really. The church that I went to, they never really like went by a certain label. They were just like, yeah, we love God. Fuck everybody else. So, it was like I went for when I was like 9.
Oh yes, the I don't give a fuck denomination.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Very popular. in the
I was like
United
9 to like 13, and that's actually how I found out. Like.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that we haven't mentioned here that everyone's gonna cream to is that you're an atheist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving that.
Loving that.
Right, that's really a good. Wonderful. Oh, wonderful.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm gonna need a drink now. Let me get
Drank.
the drag.
Drag.
Swangin'. Fill the air, why don't you? I'm over here fucking.
I don't know what to say.
What do you mean? You were just talking.
Oh, just talk about my atheism?
Yeah. You just talk to me like we're having a normal conversation, and I'm not just walking around the room with a microphone in the middle of the fucking.
Alright. Like, there's this, 1 year I went to, like, this kind of
So
like.
when did you decide that you want to burn forever?
Wow.
No. We're good. I love my atheist friends. They're wonderful. Great.
No, I fucking. It was when. Because I always, like, for when I was born, I was like, fuck yeah, I love girls.
Oh.
So.
Before you were born, you said.
Yeah, absolutely. I said, like, since I was born. I was like, women, amazing.
Yeah, see, this is how I started out because I was like, yeah, dicks. I got one, and I kind of like it, you know.
Yeah.
I might try to, you know.
We'll see what other dicks can do.
Right. You know.
And and then they were like, oh yeah, we don't support that. I was like, that's all I know. So, fuck you. And then in middle school, like, figured out that I liked guys. And then that's a whole different.
Right, it kind of started for me in middle school, but then I was like, yeah, but none of them are gonna fuck them, so none of them are gonna fuck me, so fuck them, sort of thing.
Wow.
Right. So I just fucked a bunch of dudes.
Yep.
That's what happened.
Yep.
Sometimes you just gotta do it.
See, like, the thing with me was, I didn't get that far with girls, but when I started realizing I was in the guys, that's when I was, like, hoeing around.
Right.
Like, I've mostly been with guys, just because it's easier.
Well, I've never. Well, this is the other thing too, is that most people don't put a divider up between love and sex, because I've fucked a lot of dudes, but I've never fallen in love with a guy. Really?
Really?
No, I can get it up in a butthole and, fucking cum or whatever. I know I'm grossing everybody out, but that's literally like all it's, that's it.
Yeah.
I've never been like, oh, do you want to be my boyfriend? No.
Like, ooh, you wanna get married? You wanna love me?
No, never. My
Really?
buddy Tom and I are like, yo, if shit gets real, we're just gonna get married. We're not gonna fuck each other, because we've been hetero friends for too long. That's not gonna happen
in order to
now.
be homo lovers.
Because he's a bit of a homo, right?
A little bit.
And I'm a bit of a homo, but we don't.
He said 90-10. 90-10 ratio.
Right, I never go below 10%, and I never go higher than like 49.
Yeah.
I'm not like 50% gay. I mean, like I've always like when I had pussy, it was like, yes, pussy is absolutely better. Fucking, yeah, right.
Cream of the crop.
Right. So it's just the superior sexual organ for the male genitalia. You know what I mean? I mean, because, you've got apparatus, though. As a woman, yeah, you can go to a store and get, like, a kit for your pussy, right? But if I go in, I'm not getting anything and not walking out of that ashamed of myself.
Wow.
You girls, you can go into a sex shop, you just walk out with a whole fucking, like, you've got fucking gold ones, black ones, little ones, big ones that look like fucking alien eggs.
Like Bad Dragon type shit.
Right. You've got the craziest fucking shit. And, we get one sad vagina analog, and it's not even warm. You gotta, like, microwave it, and then it's, like, melts a little bit.
Sometimes it's blue.
Right. That's as crazy as it gets.
And it's inside of a plastic tube.
If you're a gay guy who likes stuff inside of his butt, and contrary to popular belief, that's not always the case. I was one of those. I tried it. Finger in the butt in the shower sometimes when you're jerking off, but other than that, not really a big fan.
Not all women like penetration either.
No?
No. I've been with a few who just like don't put anything inside me.
Really?
Like, lit. Yep.
That's bizarre, but all right. What is it? Just clitoral stimulation, or not even that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everyone's got their own devil's doorbell, and they ring it as much as possible. I understand.
Yep.
But yeah, wow, this conversation is probably inappropriate for a married man to be having with an 18-year-old. And the Mexican as well, because you're kind of like the hired help as well. So it's like,
wow.
It's like when Arnold fucking Consuela, and then was surprised when his wife was angry. Didn't they have a kid? Didn't Arnold Schwarzenegger have a kid with the maid?
I think so.
I don't know. Somebody, JV, Google that shit. Somebody thought my dog's name was Jamie. Devin.
No,
that's who it was.
Really?
Yeah, fucking Devin. Hey, Maynard, how are you? I heard you got kicked out of fucking Nakasuchi's channel. Welcome. You're always welcome in here. Discord's open. We're in there. We're not really looking at it. I mean, we have been flashing forward and backward to it, but... Oh, okay, this one guy's in there. Okay, so we're going to open up the line now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and adjust your headphones real quick. This one guy, we're going to try to... Alright, we should be able to hear you. Can you hear us? You what?
Your butt hurts?
I mean, hello? Oh, hi. Oh, wow. That is... Hold on, let me just... wow, okay. Continue to that. I don't know why the sound's coming from the laptop. That's fucking bizarre. Are you okay? Oh, hold on.
Oh, hello.
I think the man's dead. Can everybody hear? you're gonna want to mute the stream. Okay, what is going on? Jesus Christ! No, you know what? You're done. I've had enough of that. Okay, there we go. Fucking Christ almighty. Okay, so we're gonna...
Everything working?
Yeah, it's working now. We can hear you. All right,
Yay.
Headphones off, I guess, because I thought it would come through the headphones. Silly me thinking that a thing would do stuff. So...
It's,
You what? All right, good, very good. So I'm here with my co-host Shiva,
Yeah.
and we're just chilling out for the last probably 30 minutes of this. We're taking calls from the Discord. Are you okay?
Are you falling downstairs?
All right, that's enough of that. Do I have admin? Can somebody please? Do I have? Okay, very good. Good.
Very nice.
Sorry. Had to be done. All right, we're gonna go ahead and def it. Okay, he's back. Are you?
shit's like not working.
Is it? That's weird.
I don't think so. My mic's like not supposed to be on, but it's still like catching noises.
That's so fucking bizarre. Anyway, so we see Maynard Saves is in the chat. So while I was gone, what happened between Messenger Reveals and Nakasuchi? Because I was not paying attention.
I have no idea. I don't really go on his stuff all that much, to be honest. I've been busy with my own to watch anybody have some spare time right now. Tomorrow's my birthday, so.
Oh, fucking happy
birthday!
Happy birthday! Oh my god, spagoops. So, yeah, I've been trying to like catch up on. I guess Messenger Reveals isn't allowed on Nakasuchi shit anymore.
It's probably not. Probably because everyone has a hard on for Messenger Reveal, so it's whatever. Who cares?
All right, cool. There was something that I wanted to clarify, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, okay. So the Propaganda Podcast, episode 13, I think.
Possibly.
Did I name? Oh, I named this one 14. Okay, I gotta fix that in post. This is actually episode 15, but I named it 14. My bad. Okay, so Propaganda Podcast, episode 13, and that was a month ago. We were at the brew house. Well, we didn't use Nakasuchi's name to get free drinks. What happened was we had already secured the venue and we were already allowed one round of free drinks by the owner. That much we knew. Then we came in and we started drinking throughout the night. Me, Tom, and J-Dubs. And some guy, who's some big Jewish guy, apparently, according to J-Dubs, and it's not somebody that J-Dubs knew personally, it was somebody that he knew the rabbi that he studied under, I guess, this other Jew. And he had lived down the road, and he had come in to get a drink because he had been on a pub crawl around town. So he was with his upstairs neighbor. So he came in and he saw that John was wearing all the getup, with the Hasidic getup, with all the the hat and all that shit, and was like wanted to talk Jew shit live on the show. So literally, they just kind of took over my podcast, and I just went outside and had a smoke or whatever. So that's literally what happened. There was a guy I mentioned to Nakasuchi the night we went on the live stream on his live stream when we were drunk when we came home from the rock show that this guy the metal show that this guy took us to go see after we were done with the podcast and after we were done drinking. Because this guy was just fucking drunk and wild, and he knew some people, and he got us into some shit for free, which was neat. After we got back, I was like, oh yeah, and by the way, Knock, I met this guy who showed up to the thing, and it wasn't the Jew, it was a different guy who was an atheist, who knows all of us. He knows this one guy. He knows me. He knows John. He knows Nakasuchi. He knows Brett Keane. He knows the Amazing Atheist. So he showed up because I had mentioned the brew house and the pre-stream thing, And he had heard about that, and then he came down to check it out because he's local and he knew where it was, because I didn't mention where the actual location was. So that's the clarification that everyone was looking for. I did not use the Raging Atheist, well, the artist formerly known as the Raging Atheist, aka Nakasuchi, to get free drinks. This guy spontaneously, the Jew that came in, spontaneously just paid for all of our drinks. So, because he was drunk and he had money, and he decided that John was cool, so he was paying for all of our drinks.
Love that.
It had nothing to do with me or Knock or any of that stuff. I was drunk and I mentioned it offhand, and he thought it was the same thing. So I guess he never went back and re-listened to his own stream, because I'm pretty sure he was probably drinking too.
I think he was that night too.
Was he?
I think so. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know when you came in, but I kind of like let John off the rail. Like, that's why John had always called me his lawyer, is because like I kind of like held him back, like on the fucking ropes and whatever. And then like when I thought it was okay for him to say a thing, like I'd let him talk or whatever. I don't know why I played lawyer for him. That was fucking weird, but whatever. Yeah, we're not overtly hostile towards each other either, so that's fine. We got some edited videos coming out, and I think, I don't know who the fuck that is.
That's me.
Oh fuck! So Siobhan Oswald that's my co-host, so that's her
Yeah.
YouTube channel. I have no idea what.
I don't post anything on there, but I might start. Why not?
Right. So apparently I have to take a phone call, so just give me 1 sec. She, if you want to just talk to this one guy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay.
You're not very good at talking to people up. Oh, look at the cat. Like, what the fuck are you looking at? So fucking crazy. I just got home, I'm sorry.
I have a cat right next to me.
Yeah, my cat's a little bitch. I don't like him. I love him, but I like him. He's one of those lovable, hateable cats.
Oh, I have
Yeah, I'm just a bitch.
I have 2 dogs at home. And they're buttholes, but I love them.
I don't know. No, I never had like a butthole dog.
I mean, they're not like they're good boys, but also like they're such attention whores. So I don't mind. I love giving attention. It's just when it comes to other people, then they're like crying all the fucking time.
Jesus, I had a dog. I used to jump on people all the time. It's like, stop it. They're not here. I tell my dogs all the time, stop it. They're not here for you. Go to your cage, and then just jump on the person and go to their cage.
Yep.
But yeah, one thing my dogs and assholes do is like when we leave food out, like we'd go get fast food or some crap, and then they just come eat the food, and then he put himself in a cage.
Yep.
He's like, I know I did wrong. Punish me. Now you're never coming out. You're in solitary 5 years. You just sit there and give me the freaking dog eye.
No. Little baby. Dog eyes always get to me.
Sorry.
Ooh, love that.
That's a good one. I'm getting better at my burps.
Hell yeah. I taught myself how to burp on command.
Oh, that's talented. I can kind of do that. Not that well.
Yeah.
Not that good at it. Like, do you have to suck in air too and then do it? Or do you just naturally...
I have to like...
Besides-
Yeah, I have to suck in air. Like, I can burp ABCs, but I can't just run through it. I have to, like, after each letter, I gotta suck in a efficient amount of air.
See, I can't do it. I'm trying to make it sound like sucking dick, but I don't know how to make sucking dick sound.
Wow.
There we go.
Fucking like
I
grapefruit.
have my hand over my mouth.
like the grapefruit method type shit.
Yeah. Oh my god. Did you ever see? Are you talking about the one with the black lady in YouTube?
Yes.
Oh my god, I've seen that video, and she's like, just stop it. Yeah.
We're talking about grapefruit method.
Oh my god. Really? I was here for 5 minutes.
And we're talking about sucking dick.
Oh my fucking god. Always with the dick sucking with you fucking people.
Yeah.
Immediately, just, yeah.
It's a natural talent.
Why, this one guy, do you suck a good dick? No.
Wow.
Fucking, alright. Well, you don't have to be defensive about it.
I was taking a bite of food.
Oh, okay, chicken
I was just talking with my mom.
Chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken nugget.
Oh my god, this is, you know, I'm proud of myself. This is good episode 15, although it says something completely fucking different on the goddamn. Did you appreciate the music? Was it any good? I mean, like, I kind of wanted to do, like, something a little bit different with the music, because a lot of people just play, like,
The
track.
music was fucking okay. Hold up a second.
The music was fucking
Okay.
For a minute there, I thought you were going to be like, oh, it was legit, and then it was like, then you were like, no.
And they were like, oh.
It was fucking adequate.
Attention or some shit. I told him, grow up, get a job. No.
Oh, who's getting a job?
Oh no, I'm saying my kid keeps coming in the bug me.
Oh yeah, your kid definitely should get a job. Fuck that
Yeah,
kid.
it sounds like that. But no, the music was alright. I mean, I'm not that much into like whatever the frick it's called, you know.
Technology.
I'm pretty sure it's dubstep or trap music at this point or
I
whatever.
don't know. That freaking crap, I'm not that thought on to it.
Lubba, dubstep.
I like the Donkey Kong and the Zelda ones.
It was pretty good.
Pokemon one, not that big.
Yeah, that one wasn't that good. I wasn't thrilled about. I thought that I had heard that one before, and I thought I knew that what it was, and it wasn't that. But then I had started playing it, and I was like, if I switch in the middle, this is gonna sound real unprofessional. And then I realized.
Since when are you professional?
So yeah, but I've got like a bunch of other. I'm gonna go ahead and like my own video like a scrub lord. I'm gonna.
Ooh, love that.
I know that hurts me in the balls.
Bullsick.
Oh, my balls! My leg! Oh, my leg!
Edging.
Speaking of balls, that's like my new favorite thing to say now. My dad's balls gave me the big game.
Oh!
Fuck. That's not good.
That's...
Like, your balls gave me the big gay, Dad.
Oh, love that.
And they're gonna call my dad's balls gay.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking ejaculate.
So gay fucking balls.
It just makes
Dude, if you keep talking like that, I'm gonna fucking come, alright?
Oh. Whoa, should I leave the room?
Fucking no. This one guy's Mexican, so you don't have to worry about anything. I'm kidding. You're not Mexican, you're Honduran. So, at any rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still here. Don't worry. I know. I have to get tissues and medication. For
allergies.
Yeah, I mowed the fucking lawn today, bud, like a champ, like an adult, and immediately just.
The allergies came.
And then
not the Sumichi's like recent video. Sorry to interrupt.
About John, yeah, kind of.
Not John, but the other one. But there's one he just made.
About he's making even more changes than he already has.
Changes, yeah.
Yeah, it's
changes. He like called me out in the middle of the video, and I was like, "What the hell?" I don't know. I went into the thing because he was talking about John, you know, and I went in just to say hi to everybody because I wasn't going to be there. I was skating with a friend, and then I go back in like I guess I didn't miss much, you know, because they were talking about him being like a racist piece of shit, blah blah blah, suck a bag of dicks.
Right, all right.
The same little spiel. I'm like, okay, I guess I caught the end of it. I guess I didn't miss anything important. Like, I don't know. That's like all of the 4 things that, besides earlier on, it's like, okay, cool, my wrench is gone. Well, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, my wrench got taken away halfway through the stream while I was driving. So.
I was freaking happy that, like I said, I don't freaking give 2 shits if I have a wrench or not. Like, now I don't have to worry about, people like, oh, well, this, whatever, it's fine. I'm just worried about people being able to time me out. That's the only reason why I liked it. Oh, there's a Christian in the room. Get him out, that whole BS.
Yeah, I know. I feel the same way.
That's the only thing I liked it for, was just for that protection that I wasn't going to get time. But now that I don't have it there, I'm like, well, he's changing his rules, so, like, it's fine. But I don't think, with his rule change, the way he's direction, he's not going to be able, I don't think he's going to be able to get people into his chat room.
No, have you gotten banned?
Don't place the challenge. It's too much of a safe play.
I know.
He can't speak free.
He got
like another thing, that's what pisses me off, is like, he said it himself, he broke his own rules. And it's like, what a hypocrite.
I don't know how that's tenable.
Not a lot of insults and shit, but you're going to insult somebody in your life. And I was like, that's just whatever.
Yeah, I know. I was in the car with my friend Liz last night. We were going to get stuff to make pierogies for dinner. And, my autoplay skipped my music and then went over into Nakasuchi's video because I'm subscribed to him. So, we were in the car and Nakasuchi starts talking about me while I'm fucking driving, and it was the most surreal moment of my life. Like, I'm just sitting there and the music stops and I hear Will Kincaid is, he's not racist, but he hangs out with racists and I'm not gonna fucking, whatever, the whole thing. So, I mean, I was like, oh, okay, this is weird. I'm being talked about while I'm driving and I can't respond. So, I was like, yo, Liz, hold my poodle. And she's like typing for me. And I'm like, what did they say? What did they say? And say it with your chest.
Wow.
He's all like, you should have came and talked to me about your man, about like a man, instead of just doing whatever you did last night. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is he talking? Like, oh, he said like 5 things. Hello, I'm playing a fucking video game. Okay, I don't have a wrench anymore. That's cool. And then later on, when the fucking stream ended, okay, the stream's ending. I guess I didn't miss anything important. I just fucking left.
Right.
I mean, it's just fighting hate with hate. I'm like, I'm not into that. And if he changes his thing, I probably won't be able to be in the comment section anyway, because I'll probably get kicked out and timed out for my fucking mouth,
Are you in his Discord?
Yeah, I can't. Huh?
Are you in his Discord?
His Discord too, yeah. Even in his Discord, man, there's just no point.
Did you get banned though?
Safe haven place. So I booted out of it. It's like there's no point in me being in it.
Oh, you just
I
left.
won't be able to talk the way I can't freely express myself there. So there's no.
Right, because you're a fucking bigot, right? I forgot.
Yeah,
That's fucking bigot.
That's fucking bigoted.
I bigoted existences. So that's fine.
That's fucking bigoted, this one guy. I can't have you talking all this bigoted language about fucking, Jesus and shit.
No.
I mean, like,
Jesus doesn't care.
I mean, like, if you don't like listen, I have no, like, real animosity towards Nakasuchi. I think, I understand what he's doing, I just think that he's fucking doing it wrong. I also, as a person with a mental disability, I don't like being talked down to, and when he talks to me like I'm a child, I understand that, like, it's not necessarily from a place of animosity. I feel like it's when you talk really loud and slow to a person who doesn't speak English. Like, he's doing that to me, and it's kind of fucking pissing me off. I don't want to. Are
you okay?
Right. I don't want a drama war. Right. I don't want a drama war. Me and Atheist Rationale have been cool for a while now, I think. So like that whole fucking thing is over. But
I still don't know.
The Raging Atheist has been saying for a week.
Garbage in a side chat, and I'm like, yeah, you call yourself my friends, but friends really don't call each other garbage. So I kind of excommunicated him, but not really, because I'll still interact with him. But just go to have a direct conversation with him. But there's no point.
Right.
Because,
Well,
like you
here's
said,
here's
I
what
don't feel comfortable talking around with you if you're just gonna call me fucking garbage to my face. You know?
I talked to
Screw that.
I talked to Atheist Rationale about this. I said, listen, the reason I started picking on you about your hat was because I do that with everybody. I make fun of them to see what their baseline of offense is. Because part of my personality is I need to be able to joke around with you if we're gonna be friends. I need you to not be like get offended and everything. Like I'm alright with boundaries. I just can't personally be friends with you and be cool with you if you can't take it like a joke. So I just picked this fucking hat and I explained why the hat and we went through the whole thing. And he was like, oh, okay, I get it. So he accepted that. But anytime I explain something to Nakasuchi, why I do what I do, he just goes, it goes over his head. Like, I know that I'm speaking fucking English, and I know that people are capable of understanding what I'm talking about, but for some reason, like, he'll say he understands, and then the next day I'll be like, Will's just a fucking, X, Y, or Z. So, that's frustrating as well. Like, you'll be cool with him today, and then tomorrow he'll be like, fuck that guy, he's a racist, or whatever.
Like, big fucking... Well, honestly, it's like, what are you gonna do? I'm ready to do something about it. What are you gonna do? Not talk to me? Okay.
Well, because he's got over 2,000 subs. But, like...
Yeah, he has over 2,000, but do you see how many people weekly watch? Does he get that many views from? I think last time I checked, he's gonna get about...
Not really, he's
200 per...
He's at about anywhere between 10 and 15% sub to view count within the first 24 hours. Those are the big hours too. Yeah, I mean, like,
I stopped making videos because I was like, I don't know what the fuck to talk about anymore.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing
all that I said, but...
I'm doing anywhere between like 40 and 75%. On a good day, I might hit 200%. But that's rare. That's very rare. But yeah, he's not doing it as, and not only that, but since he hit 2,000, his channel has stagnated. You notice that he's only gotten about like 1 sub a day since he hit 2K. That's not good. That's really bad. I mean, my channel has done only just slightly worse. I lost 1 sub a week while I wasn't uploading any content at all, which comparatively like is actually better.
But you're trying to do YouTube for monetary gain, right?
Am I doing it? No, I'm not trying to do it for monetary gain. Not really.
Okay, well then, yeah, you're just doing... I don't...
Oh no, I want it to be successful.
Yeah, just for that. That's what I'm saying. Like I can't. I don't have the time nor the effort to fucking just keep it up and keep doing stuff.
No, I had to take it. I kind of...
child, man.
Yeah, I kind of briefly talked about it, like what the deal was, but I had some like relationship stuff I needed to figure out. I need to get my social life back, like in real life, and I need to like have friends. So I went out and got some friends, and we went to the vegan festival and the women's march and all this fucking bullshit, and we fucking hot tub parties.
See, I can't socialize with people like that. Like I have to really know somebody.
No, with us it's just like, hey, you want to be my friend?
I can't stand like meeting new people because too many new people are too fake, and I can't take it.
Well, this is
their social stuff, and I suck at those type of deals. I would never be able to have actual friends. But I hardly talk to them.
Well, here's how we do it and why it works. We just walk up to people and be like, hey, do you want to be my new friend? Just like I have a brief conversation and be like, hey, do you want to be friends? And if they say no, then that person's an uptight dickwad and fuck that. And then if they say yes, then you hang out with them like every fucking weekend. So that's, I mean, it seems like it's more complicated than it is, but it's not, so.
But that does sound like fun. That's something I would not be able... See, because I have an old-fashioned prejudice, so I judge constantly judging people. It's a bad trait of mine. I grew up in a judgmental. My grandma used to do it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that
Don't talk to
it's.
the extent,
That doesn't mean that it's impossible for you to go out there and just say, hey,
Yeah,
guess
I know.
what?
I let people spoil my cake. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, fam. No, it's just
Right.
like, you go in and you just fucking, you just say, hey, let's fucking be friends or whatever. We gotta go here in a minute. I'm trying to think if there was anything that I said that I wanted to cover that we haven't covered yet. Probably specifically on the Nakasuchi end. I don't know what else he said about me. I only caught a little bit. So.
Keep cutting in and out.
Oh yeah, because I keep backing out of the. I keep sort of walking away from the microphone a little bit here.
In your mouth. Go ahead, hear you.
Put it in your mouth.
Oh, Jesus!
Put it in your mouth.
Shove it up your nose. I want to hear you breathe.
Ugh,
Yes. Oh.
that's sex.
But yeah, I think pretty soon here we're gonna jetty spaghetti. I've got to go return a leaf blower.
Oh wow.
And yeah, Shiva's a teenager, so she doesn't have a car, so I gotta drive her around.
That fucking sucks. I know, dude. I have my wife the same way. She doesn't drive either. I gotta always. She's like my Lydia, She just carries.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Shiva doesn't know who Lydia is. She's the first follower that you get in Skyrim.
Oh.
And she's really annoying, and she's always like kind of like, hey, I need you to carry this stuff, and she's like, I'm sworn to carry your burdens. It's like, well, be a cunt about it then more, will ya, fucking fictional character? Jesus. I know, I said cunt. Wow, I'm a misogynist now. I can't,
That's racist.
That's racist. That's, you fucking racist. But,
I'm disappointed in your choice of words and actions.
I know. I'm gonna have to fucking go commit Japanese rope forest.
That's okay.
Tana Mangu. Tana. Mangade. She said the she said the word. She said that.
I'll let you do your outro. I'm gonna get out of here and play some video games with my friends.
All right, that's a good idea. I need allergy medication too. I gotta go see my mommy. I'm fucking hurt.
I'm sorry.
All right, thank you. Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
I'm trying to do the outro.
He was like, I let you do your outro.
All right, so
What did he fucking do? It's not my fault.
I didn't do the intro. Welcome to the what's the name of this show again? welcome to the Propaganda Podcast Show, where we tell you everything you didn't know about everything you don't want to know. Today's topic is that we're doing a radio show, and
Then we're talking about random fucking shit.
and then we did that, and now we're leaving. So may God grant us the deepest desires of our hearts. And it's almost sundown, so I got a jetty spaghetti anyway. So, Baruch Hashem, Shabbat Shalom, have yourself a good one. Take care now, bye-bye then. I actually don't know how to shut this off. Give me a minute. It's around here somewhere. Oh, yeah, there it is. No, shut up. I got it. It's right here. I got it.
I'm getting out of here.
Alright, that's good. I have to actually. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? I gotta go into OBS, and then I gotta